in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to show.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Well, look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Roberts from the gun on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. the numbers a week ago for Johnson. 13 carries, 52 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line, every time they go to the bench, to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
To throw on second down, Roberts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And coming out now, the Broncos. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Check, watch 54. Watch up. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
2nd and 11. And he's going to go down again.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Let's go.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Roberts off the play fake. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Roberts looking to throw on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Roberts over the middle, complete. That's Roth. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
In your face.
To throw is Roberts on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Johnson on the counter. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Burnett. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
That's it, baby.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. He'll look to throw.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. On first down, Teague, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This will be caught at about the 5. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw. Roberts, wide open receiver, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Roberts now to throw on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go to Johnson again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Roberts on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down, brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Roberts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roberts. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to that and maybe. Do something different.
Let's go. 54. And watch that. And watch the ball. Deuce.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. He'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He shakes him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Now Roberts throwing to start the drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on second and 12. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Looking to throw. Roberts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Roberts throwing again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Falcons on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's third and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And down he'll go at the 25. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Roth.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 4. He's got his man sharp, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken in at the 1. A little juke. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. To throw is Roberts. To throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Burnett. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Roberts now operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Roberts on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you want.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome like top in the air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part. But them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me. Just win for me. Don't kill for me. Just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart. No, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that. Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello. That's the check calling. Let me kick over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bag, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like 10-fold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that. Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Rick Rock. TikTok. West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in.
Coach, it is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. Push him back.
Ready. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great
job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Tubbs. And an alley to run. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roberts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Tubbs. It's caught by Bryant. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, A little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Roberts from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The starters defensively now for the Falcons. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. On 2nd down, it's Moss. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. From the gun on 3rd down. Tubbs complete to Bryant. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here's Roberts from the gun on 3rd down. He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Roberts. And he's got his man on the out route.
Oh, yeah.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw is Roberts. Operating from the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Roberts now. Throwing on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 52 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Roberts, off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Operating from the gun, Roberts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw on 2nd down. Tubbs throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Tubbs. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Roberts. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tubbs going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a gain of 12. 1st down Seahawks. On 1st down, Moss. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Tubbs. Bryant has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tubbs. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Tubbs. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, D. No. 2.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and 2, Tubbs. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Roberts looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's Roberts on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's wrong. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Roberts. From the gun, he'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's it, baby.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Roberts. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Ready? 10 logo.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready? Watch the slant.
On first down, Tubbs. Out left side here to Bryant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Ready? 8, read. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the out. Snap.
Throwing on first down. Tubbs. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. This will be fielded at the 6. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 28-7, your final score. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Roberts now to throw on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Back to throw. Roberts. Over the middle, complete. It's Roth. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Roberts operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw. Roberts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Roberts off the play fake. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Roberts. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
15-1. 15-1.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside.
Come on, set, 50, plant. 54, right, 54. Oh, here we go. Oh,
off play action. Tubbs. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. On 1st and 10, Tubbs. His throw incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Tubbs. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Touchdown, Seattle. The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a oh, this is blocked. The Falcons have it. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Now they try the right side here. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. To throw is Roberts. To throw on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll run on the draw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Go! 30 base. Check tight.
On first down, Tubbs. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Back, go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tubbs, throw left side, complete to Moss. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Tubbs. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down. 8, read. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Come. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Tubbs. He completes it to Bryant. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Roberts. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
To throw on 2nd down, Tubbs. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Roberts now operating from the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Roberts on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
throwing on first down. Roberts. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Back to throw. Tubbs. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now Roberts throwing after the interception. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Roth. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Roth. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Tubbs. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.